Hello and welcome back to the EDC Squirrel. Got another new one for you today. This one from Kubey. I just recently finished shooting another video from Kubey. This is like my third Kubey now. And I'm finding these knives to be really, really impressive, especially for the cost. This one is the Kubey Belus. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Belus G10, I believe. Let me make sure I've got the right intro here. Yep, Belus. And this, I did open this previously on a massive unboxing, or major unboxing, on one of my lives in the past. I just haven't really done anything other than like show off the fact that I've got a new knife. It was pretty neat. Did a very few minor details on it. And this video is to expand a little bit more on the knife itself and my first impressions. Now, like I said before, this is the Kubey Belus. This one, or this particular version, is their yellow G10 handle with a black washed AUS 10 blade. Now, the overall length on this one is 7.01 inches. Blade length on this is 2.95 inches. Handle length is 4.13 inches. Now, as mentioned before, it is an AUS 10 blade, AUS 10 blade, drop point, flat grind. This is a liner lock. If it'll focus here, there we go. This is a liner lock, and the clip is a relatively deep carry clip, and it does appear to be reversible. I really like this somewhat translucent yellow, almost a greenish yellow, and in combination with the black accents, a black blade. You'll have to excuse how it looks. I do wax my blades as soon as I get something new. Just even if they're coated, I like to give them a light waxing, and I also oil their pivots. So if you see anything weird on the blade itself or at the pivot, it's more than likely wax and oil. You know, I can buff that out a little bit. You can see the blade a little better without all that wax. There you go. That's still a little bit of oil on there, but that's my fault. I put that on there. Now, this one does have dual thumb studs for deployment or a rear flipper. And as you can see, really, really smooth action. You've got cage ceramic ball bearings that contribute to that. Thumb studs, not too harsh, but very grippy, making them very easy to use and flick the blade out pretty quick. This is probably one of the faster knives I've noticed when it comes to flicking the blade out. It's just so smooth. Kubey has been very impressive with their knives, especially with their pricing. This one on their particular website runs about $60 even, and this is from the Kubey website. I don't know if you'll be able to find these at a lesser price. You'll probably have to shop around. I don't know if these were available on Amazon, but I don't believe I was able to find them. I can do a quick check right now, but yeah, no, I don't believe these are available on Amazon. Again, I'm looking at the Kubey website themselves, kubeyknife.com, and on their site, they are running at $60. They do have several variations in colors and blades, like a naked blade with black G10. You've got jade with blackened blade, or I believe jade with a naked blade as well. An all blacked out one. You have this one as this color that I have here, which is what they consider the yellow with a blacked out blade. And they do have the same version with a naked satin blade, I believe. Personally, I really do like this somewhat translucent yellow. It's just something new. Ooh, there's fuzz on me. There we go. It's just a different color from what I normally have in my collection. No back spacers on this one. or back liners. You do have you do have spacers on it though. And I do like this type of configuration because it does make it very easy to clean if you're going to carry this on the daily, because lint does like to get in there, a little lint or dust, and a can of air usually will take care of that in no time flat. You got a fair amount of jimping on the spine of the blade here, and a pretty decent finger choil, allowing you to really choke up on that blade for some really, really precise control in your cutting. So that allows you to choke up really nicely. The handle length is nice and big. I can get a nice gorilla grip on there. I'm not really feeling that pocket clip too much. I mean, if you were using the knife quite a bit for an extended bout of, say, cardboard cutting or whatever, I suppose it could create a bit of a warm spot right behind the knuckles there, but otherwise I don't really feel it at all, and it is pretty darn comfortable. This one in particular thankfully has a blade length of less than 3 inches, so this is something that I'll be able to carry with me. I think I said it was 2.95 inches, I believe. This one I'll be able to carry on the daily without any problems with the blade length restrictions in my state. So that's another thing you might want to take a look at if you're looking for a daily carry. Otherwise, really cool looking blade. Really nice drop point to it with a nice wide belly. It is a flat grind. And let's see here. I think I failed to test this on my other video, but I'm not feeling any burrs on the blade whatsoever. Let's see how sharp that is. Let me see if I still have some... yeah, I do. I do have some magazine paper, so let's grab that. And let's see how sharp these come out of the box. Okay, that bit right into the paper immediately. It's cutting through pretty smooth. Now, I'm going to see... I am cutting the paper at a weird angle. And got a nice... it's hard to see on camera, but I got a nice beveled edge on that paper that I just cut, telling me it's a pretty nice, sharp knife. I'm not feeling too much resistance on the blade. And that's all, pretty much all along the length of that blade. That is nice. So really sharp out of the box. That's the Kubey, am I saying that right? Kubey Belus in JG10. Again, $60 on the Kubey website. Don't know how much they're going to be on other websites. You might want to check them out. Oh, one thing I wanted to do, let's take a look at the blade again. We do have a marking showing Kubey on one side of the blade. And then we have the AUS 10 marking, really small, right by the pivot. So not too much in terms of blade markings, which some people don't care about, some people really dislike. Personally, I prefer, on the blades that I carry every day, I prefer blades that don't have too many markings on the blade itself, because usually they try to make when they make markings, like let's say like an anniversary thing or like that, I'm very hesitant to use those because I hate to scratch those markings up. So when it comes to a knife that I like to carry and like to use on a regular basis, I kind of prefer more a more of a naked blade, no etching on the blade, but pretty minimal, not too bad, with just the Kubey mark and the really small AUS 10. And I'm trying to think of anything else. That's pretty much it on this one. There's really nothing negative I can think of on this particular knife. Kubey's been really impressive with the knives that I've gotten from them so far. Again, I'm pretty new to this brand. I've been seeing them advertised a lot lately on the auction websites that I like to frequent. So I got curious, had to pick up a few and check them out and see how they were. And so far, they've all been pretty impressive. I am really liking them, especially for the prices that I've been able to get them at. So if you want to check them out again, you can find them on the Kubey website. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing them on Amazon, but I'm sure you won't have too much difficulty finding them on other websites to purchase. And that's pretty much about it. So thanks again for watching. Really appreciate your support. If you like, please drop a like down below. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and that way you'll get notified as soon as a new video of mine drops. So thanks again, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.